Hi Capricorn, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ray. Today we will be looking at your detailed tarot predictions for the rest of the year 2023. So let's get started. Okay, Capricorn, starting off with the Four of Wands at the beginning of the year, possibly in January for some of you. This is the energy that you are going into 2023 with, Capricorn. It feels like a lot of you are kind of learning how to develop a backbone this year. It feels like some of you are raising your standards in terms of you no longer have the attention or the energy or the time to waste on things that are not going to give back to you, or that are going to not serve you in any way. Like, it kind of feels like you're learning how to stand up for yourself this year so that you can create that strong foundation for yourself and build something from the ground up here. And for here, some of you, I'm hearing the message of home as well. That could be literal for some of you with this Ace of Pentacles here towards the second half of the year. Some of you might be thinking of moving, buying a new home, or buying new property. But I'm also hearing kind of focusing on building a sense of home within yourself. Whether you're single or with a partner this year, it doesn't matter. Learning to kind of seek that inner happiness and that validation within yourself. You have the Six of Swords here, possibly in February for some of you. This card is about letting go. And with this, love yourself first as one of your love oracle messages for this year. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Again, I'm kind of coming back to that idea of home with this Four of Wands here, learning how to create a sense of home within yourself, letting go of the past, letting go of past behaviors or toxic situations or toxic connections that are no longer serving you or that are holding you back from reaching your true potential in some way. Some of you are really focusing on creating that sense of home for yourself this year, feeling more at home, comfy, cozy within your own happiness and your own self, learning to love yourself more this year. And it kind of feels like you're going through a big transition in 2023 in terms of self-love and self-care, becoming a better version of yourself and how you see yourself as a person. As a side message for some of you, we have this star card here this year as well. Watch your health, okay? I'm not saying like you're going to get cancer this year or anything, okay? Don't panic. I'm saying for those of you who already know that you have some sort of health issue, make sure that you monitor that this year, because for some of you, I am seeing some sort of like recovery from illness here potentially in the beginning of the year or at the end of the year. Again, you should always be making your physical, emotional, and mental health a priority as well, but just be sure to watch that this year for those of you who are already experiencing some sort of health issue. Starting in the spring, possibly in March, we have this Nine of Wands here. With this Six of Swords, again, this is a travel card as well. So if you're thinking of moving this year, Capricorn, or buying a new home or buying a new property, I am seeing potential travel for some of you, some sort of relocation involved. Some of you could be traveling for work or something like that, or even just thinking of going on vacation, I'm hearing as well. But with this Nine of Wands here, it kind of feels like you're in the last stretch right now, Capricorn, especially if you're in the middle of a healing phase. This could be your energy or somebody that you're dealing with, so take it how it resonates. But somebody here has a wall up, okay? Somebody here has their guard up, and I feel like it's because of a fear of the past, because this person has been hurt before. They're a little bit suspicious of opening up emotionally and letting themselves be vulnerable. And I feel like that's a behavior that this person needs to learn to let go of in 2023. That's what this transition is about, this healing transition with the Six of Swords, learning to let go of the past and to let the future in. And it's also connected to this Four of Wands as well, because the more you learn to love yourself in 2023 and focus on self-care, the less you will be afraid of opening up emotionally. In the spring, we have this Two of Swords. Possibly there could be some conflict popping up in April for some of you. We have this wedding card here. This situation involves marriage. Take it how it resonates. If you're not literally married right now, you don't have to be planning like a literal wedding this year. For some of you, this could just be a situation or a person that you are committed to or looking to make some sort of like long-term, long-lasting investment with. But it kind of feels like if there's another person involved here, there's some sort of like impasse or indecision regarding this relationship, especially if this is like a current connection and the two of you are trying to figure out how to take the next steps together, especially if you have been thinking of buying new property or moving, Capricorn. This could also be an internal conflict if you're not really sure about which choice to make here if you are trying to make some sort of decision. And it's causing some stillness, it's causing you to feel stuck. With that Four of Wands and that Ace of Pentacles here, for those of you who are single, I feel like you're not going to be single for long, Capricorn. There might be a new person coming your way with this Ace of Pentacles towards the second half of the year as well. But it kind of feels like if you're already connecting with a new person in the first half of the year, this does have potential for something more long-term and committed, but it kind of feels like it's moving forward very slowly. You have this King of Cups in May, male, female, take it how it resonates. Some of you could have a water sign coming your way this year, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, especially for those of you who are single right now and looking for a new person, or even if you're already in a stable connection and you want to know what your relationship is going to look like in 2023. I am seeing this King of Cups coming forward and making you an offer. If this is a completely new person, again, I feel like there is potential here for this to be something more committed and long lasting, but it just kind of feels like in the beginning of the year, the two of you are moving forward slowly. This person might be a little bit indecisive, or there could be some sort of conflict from the past holding this person back from coming forward and offering you this, especially if they have their guard up with this Nine of Wands here, if this person has walls or has trouble letting people in. Starting in the summer with the Two of Pentacles, and we have this Passion card here, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. For those of you who are looking for more of a relationship reading, again, I feel like whether you're single or already in a current connection, there's going to be some sort of decision that the two of you have to make here, because now we have the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, okay? Somebody needs to decide where they want this connection to go. It might be about the two of you taking the next step together. You know, are you ready to move in together? Are you ready to get married for some of you with this wedding card? That could be the decision that you're making together. I'm hearing some of you might be like not arguing, but like, you know, talking with this person about finances, because there is a progression here as well, going from the Ace to the Two of Pentacles, especially if the two of you are seriously starting to consider a future together. For those of you who are looking for more of a career and finances reading, I'm seeing you needing to focus on balance this year, especially with this Four of Wands as your overall energy. Trying to create a sense of home and financial stability for yourself. Building from the foundation up so that you can create these four walls. You know what I mean? Building a sense of stability. And that might require a lot of balance on your part, Capricorn, especially if you're trying to get your finances in order. This might be something that you are very passionate about. It could be passion in business. Okay, this could be a sense of ambition as well. And it kind of feels like you might be juggling in the summer, okay, managing daily affairs, trying to figure out where your priorities lie. For those of you who are single in 2023, I'm seeing some of you could have multiple options this year, and at some point you might need to make a choice between two people. Starting in the second half of the year, there is a new beginning coming your way, Capricorn. This could be a new idea or a new project, a new job opportunity altogether for some of you. I'm hearing this might be coming your way in July. Again, if you're looking to move or you're looking for a new home or a new property, you could finally find what you're looking for in the second half of the year, and that's when you're getting ready to make that move and sign that lease. For those of you who are single or in a relationship, it could be the two of you making the next step together, you know, trying to plan out where this relationship is going and how the two of you can plan financially for the future. If you're completely single right now and you're looking for new love, I feel like you will meet a new person most likely in the second half of the year. For those of you who are already talking to a new person in the beginning of the year, I'm not necessarily seeing a split. Again, it kind of feels like, especially with this Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, somebody here might just be a little bit slow or indecisive at first. Not necessarily in a bad way. I feel like this new person just kind of wants to really get to know you, Capricorn, and take things steady. And it might take them a while to come around and offer you something more stable and committed, but I do see them making that offer eventually. In August, we have the Seven of Swords. There could be some sort of conflict popping up in the second half of the year towards like the end of summer, the beginning of fall with this 7 and 9 of swords here. Okay, possibly August or September for some of you. I am seeing some deception around you in your energy at this time, Capricorn. This might have to do with your career and finances, or it could possibly do with a relationship as well. We have this honeymoon card here. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. For some of you, if you are connecting with a new person this year, this could just be like a conflict that shows you that the honeymoon stage is over. That's not a bad thing, okay? You can't be in the honeymoon stage forever, so don't panic yet. We will clarify this card towards the end of the reading. For those of you who are already in a committed relationship, again, it kind of feels like the two of you are going through cycles this year. With that Two of Swords, that Two of Pentacles, and now the Seven of Swords here, where the two of you are just kind of encountering obstacles together and learning how to jump those hurdles to make your connection stronger. Some of you could be having a lot of conflict with this person this year, especially if the two of you are trying to take your relationship to the next level and plan for the future. It feels like the two of you are having trouble kind of getting on the same page in terms of what you both want and what you want your future together to look like. This doesn't have to be a romantic relationship for some of you. It could be a relationship with a family member or a friend. This could even be like a toxic energy in your workplace. For those of you who are starting to suspect in the second half of the year that somebody is keeping a secret from you. In September, we have the Nine of Swords. So again, I'm seeing potential conflict in the end of summer, beginning of fall for you. There's a lot of anxiety and stress and worry involved in this situation. I'm kind of seeing this energy in August extending into September. Like these two cards are connected. Whatever conflict is unfolding in August for you, it's going to take a while to resolve, and that anxious energy might kind of carry you into September, Capricorn, especially if the conflict is not, if the resolve is not, if this problem has not been solved yet. We have the King of Pentacles in October. Again, masculine, feminine, take it how it resonates. We do have two kings here now, so for some of you it could be a same-sex connection, but it doesn't have to be. We have the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles here now. Both of these cards are about abundance, prosperity. For some of you who are making your career and finance the main focus of 2023, I am seeing you manifesting new ideas, new projects, new opportunities for yourself. And it kind of feels like you are very focused on keeping your eye on the prize. Okay, that pentacle, that coin, that's your main goal, that's your main focus. Some of you I'm also hearing in the second half of the year could be getting some sort of inheritance or like sudden unexpected increase in your finances for some reason that you're manifesting in your direction. In November, we have the Page of Wands. Some of you could have a fire sign coming your way this year: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. For most of you, I feel like this is communication from a past person, especially with the star card here at the end of the year as well. I feel like somebody might try to come forward for a reconciliation or a relationship renewal. If this is a person that you're currently dealing with, like throughout 2023, this could just be an apology from your current person, especially if the two of you are experiencing a lot of conflict this year. Or there might be some sort of like temporary separation or temporary like silent treatment. But for most of you, I feel like this is a past person because we have this Two of Swords here, which shows me that this might be like very poor communication or blocked communication for some of you. I feel like this person is very indecisive throughout the year about trying to decide whether they should come forward and approach you, Capricorn, especially if this was like a very chaotic, messy ending. Again, it doesn't have to be an ex. It could be a difficult relationship with a family member or a friend that you had a falling out with. But I am seeing the return of a fire sign towards the end of the year, possibly in November or December for some of you. You end the year with the Star card. This is Aquarius energy, and this is about healing. Again, for those of you who have a past person coming back around towards the end of the year, This person might want reconciliation with you. That's going to be up to you, Capricorn. Depending on the history between the two of you, if you know that this is somebody that you should not be talking to, then of course you might not even read their message. You might be ghosting this person. For those of you who are waiting for a past person to come back around, I feel like it's not going to be until the end of the year. Some of you might choose to just ignore this past person altogether and keep focusing on yourself, because this reading is kind of coming full circle, where we're starting and ending the year in very similar energies, where you're focused on that Four of Wands, on how to create a sense of home for yourself. For some of you, I'm seeing you just kind of like closing the door on this person for good and focusing on your own sense of happiness and how to make yourself feel at home. Clarifying the Seven of Swords is the Four of Cups. In terms of finances and career, if there's some sort of deception in your workplace towards the second half of the year, Capricorn, I'm seeing that you're very distracted. You might feel like you have way too many irons in the fire and your energy is very scattered. You might be struggling to keep up with projects or deadlines. For those of you who are dealing with like a toxic work environment, there could be like toxic coworkers that you're dealing with, or a micromanager, or employees who are not pulling their weight, or something like that. And it feels like it's preventing you from getting things done or preventing you from seeing the results that you want. In terms of personal relationships, again, I am seeing potential past energy coming back around in the second half of the year for you. With this Four of Cups here now, for some of you, it could be earlier than November, December. It might be in the second half of the year towards August or September for some of you. And that's making you feel like you're questioning this person's intentions, especially if this person has been deceptive with you in the past or kept secrets from you before. It feels like they still are not telling you the whole story, okay? Because this character is hiding another sword behind their back. Especially if you are very like financially successful or successful in business, or even if you just make more money than this person, Capricorn. With this Ace of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles here, this person might see you becoming more financially successful or successful in your career, and they might be a little bit jealous of that. I feel like they're going to come back around to offer you a fake apology, but you're not interested, okay? You're focused on these three cups down here. You don't need a fourth. I'm kind of seeing you like withdrawing your energy for this person and kind of keeping them at arm's distance and really like going within and doing a lot of introspection as to whether or not this connection is still serving you. Because I don't think, whether a friend or a family member or a romantic connection or whatever, I don't think this person can provide you with the emotional stability that you need in order to help you achieve this Four of Wands. Clarifying the Nine of Swords is the Six of Cups. For a lot of you, I'm feeling like in terms of finances and career, you might be feeling very nostalgic this year, especially if things start to kind of pile up. Responsibilities can feel heavy as you grow older, and some of you are kind of like looking back on the old days, you know what I mean, when you didn't have to worry about certain things like finances, for example. I'm hearing some of you could be picking up old hobbies that you used to enjoy in order to help you relax. Like if you love drawing or painting or writing, I'm hearing some of you are picking up journaling, for example. That's going to help you kind of get into that like nostalgic feeling to help you relax. It's going to be very therapeutic for you. So I'm seeing some of you picking up an old hobby in order to help you get rid of this anxiety and this stress. I'm also hearing in terms of relationships, this is a fear of the past, Capricorn. That doesn't mean that you're self sabotaging. Again, it kind of feels like at some point in the second half of the year, whether it's literally a past person or just a situation that feels very familiar, like a situation that you've been through before, like something similar, it kind of feels like there are situations from the past being brought back, whether literally through a past person, or it just might feel like, oh, I've been here before. Like I've been in this situation before. And it kind of feels like there's a fear of the past here. And that fear of the past is kind of getting in the way of you moving forward because you're afraid that history is going to repeat itself. Or again, if this is a conflict with another person, this could be their anxious energy. But really, overall, I feel like this is actually going to be a pretty positive year for you, Capricorn. The only potential conflict that I'm seeing are in the second half of the year with this Seven of Swords and this Nine of Swords here. Potentially, like in the summer or in the fall, like August, September, around that time for some of you. But overall, I feel like those are really going to be the only bumps in the road, and the rest of the year is going to be pretty good for you. Okay, Capricorn, I feel like those were the messages that you needed to hear for the rest of the year 2023. You can comment down below or like this video to let me know if any of these messages resonate. If you want to make sure that you never miss a tarot reading from me, make sure you smash that subscribe button and click on those bell notifications so that you can be notified every time I post another reading for you. You can follow me on all my socials if you want to. I post weekly messages on Facebook and Twitter, and I like to post cute little random pick a card readings on Instagram. So if you're interested in any of that, the links will be in the description box below, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye!